Hey guys, it's another replay analysis for you today, but this time we're going to look at what you can do even if luck isn't on your side to try and get the most out of your games, your wins or losses. Today, demonstrating it is Nightblitz in the EBR 105, the tier 10 wheeled French light tank, and they are playing on live oaks. Now, as Nightblitz gets into their initial position, I do want to just track back a little bit on that statement about making the most of your wins and your losses. And I mean, we've all played this game for long enough to realise that it doesn't matter how good you are, it doesn't matter what tank you're driving, what tier you're at, whatever. There's certain games where there's just nothing you can do. 14-1, 15-0 even. Within 5 minutes you've lost the game because it's just a series of unfortunate events. But making the most of these events is pretty crucial to keeping a consistent performance. Those of you who want to increase your gun mark have to find a way of getting the damage through even if you're the last one standing against 15 enemies. You have to really think about your positioning and how long you're going to last so you can get as many shots off as possible. And you can see the first signs here of Nightblitz's bad luck. They have failed to penetrate either of the shots they've just sent off. You can see there's quite a significant hit point difference already in their teams. Nightblitz's team is already down a tank. You can see the AMX 13105 especially was the tank that drove past Nightblitz at the start and has managed to get themselves killed as Nightblitz bounces another shot. You can see that on the enemy team there is also a platoon of 3 Char Future 4s. They're very dangerous tanks, especially when grouped up, and they're really proving themselves to be a real nuisance in the south, picking up another kill there with the help of a Centurion Action 10. But Nightblitz's initial position here is very good. They are making sure to keep a sight line on the middle, just in case that Leopard or maybe the Stritzfang fancies its chances just taking some silent shots from the middle, and it gives them the opportunity to sort of react to the north and potentially get in position in the south. It's becoming a bit more clear now that Nightblitz's team is on the back foot here. They're down 3 tanks, and you can tell that they lost a significant amount of hit points among themselves. Nightblitz attempts to move south, and I presume that it's the Rheinmetall Panzerwagen, that spots them as they leave, and that allows one of the Char Future 4s to catch them as they are heading down to the south. But you can see that Nightblitz was on their way to sort of defend against the threat against the AE Phase 1 and the other tank down there. I can't quite see what it is, but you can see the Char Future 4s really showing their worth here and pushing forward. Nightblitz bounces another shell and gets spotted for it. Unfortunate, really. I would have liked them to use at least one bush. That even if it wasn't opaque, it would probably be enough to keep them hidden as they were trying to hold back that tide, I suppose. But you can see that the Char Future 4s are putting a lot of pressure on this AE Phase 1 here, and with some backup from that Italian tank destroyer, they are able to sort of force that AE Phase 1 back and eventually actually kill it. It was the camping Stritzfang 103B that picks that kill up. So Nightblitz's team actually lose pretty much the entirety of the south, and Nightblitz runs headfirst into that pesky Rheinmetall Panzerwagen. I would have liked it if Nightblitz had gone into a sort of more defensive position earlier in that scenario, but I think it's safe to assume that even if they had done that, that the EBR was just not having any of it and would have missed all of the shots anyway. But the only advantage that would have been more clear cut is if Nightblitz had used a bush, they probably wouldn't have been spotted after shooting there, because that on average about 18% camo bonus would have been enough from that position to keep them hidden. But Nightblitz, I like this decision here. They know that the south is lost, so they're going to make this northern engagement as unfair as possible. But Super Conqueror does catch an ammo rack, the Leopard prototype, before getting killed by artillery. So at least the friendly team has some breathing room here to go along the north. And Nightblitz is doing exactly the right thing, pressing the advantage they've got, especially now that the Stritzfang as well as the Rheinmetall Panzerwagen are pushing that sort of mid area with the Char Future 4 now turning up. And this is a really, really nice position that Nightblitz has found. I would have, a slight nitpick there, I would have liked an intuition to switch into the high explosive. I think Nightblitz would have had enough time there to get the high explosive shell off and kill that artillery piece in one shot, but it's pretty much a nitpick. And again, the same thing here for the T92. I think they would have had enough time for a intuition shot here, but then again, it doesn't really matter too much. The T92 probably won't die in that context anyway. Not too much health on that machine. Nightblitz tries a blind shot on the Stritzfang, and unfortunately that doesn't go through. I mean, that's not unexpected at all. There is a easy side shot here that they're looking for, and it goes wide. They miss again, a very easy shot. This is just seriously unfortunate, and now Nightblitz is the last tank on their team against 8 enemies. Nightblitz there finally getting a ambush shot off against that Italian tank destroyer, and would you know it, it's a low roll. But I like what Nightblitz is going to do here. Now, the more overarching thing is Nightblitz is still alive. Their base is being capped. They are 8 versus 1. They probably don't even have the ammunition to kill everybody on the enemy team, but they are still alive. They can still act. And credit to the M5355 there. The T92 obviously said that they'd been spotted, and the 5355 just aimed in that general direction, and that was how they were able to get a shot off so quick. And that's just the game in a nutshell there. They fully aimed at a 5355 and managed to miss from 200 meters away. Now, they are getting chased down here by one of the Char Future 4s, and the base is being captured. Let's see if the enemy gets greedy and offers Nightblitz a chance at the Kolobanovs. Unfortunately not in this case, but that was a stellar performance still, even with the horrendous luck from Nightblitz there. So, as I say, very, very good game, even though that it was almost a guaranteed loss with the kind of luck that we were looking at there from Nightblitz's perspective. As I say, it is an RNG-based game. It's purely random as to where the shots are going to land. It was just so unfortunate for Nightblitz there that pretty much all of their shots missed, apart from maybe 3 or 4. I don't know if the game would have been that much affected if all of them had hit, but there would definitely have been a change in the behaviour of some of the tanks, and that might have been enough to tip the scales. I would say as well that these carry videos that you see where the enemy are in a situation like this, there are about 5 or 6 of them on one team against, the hero of the video. What usually happens is one guy's capping and then they just abandon the cap and then stream one at a time towards the hero of the match, the guy on his or her own. And that just wasn't the case here in Nightblitz's game. And even if it was, I don't think they would have been able to deal with it, because they've got some very quick tanks coming from all sorts of directions, and they just don't have the health to trade it away. So sometimes there's just nothing you can do. You can accept that and make the best of the situation. I think Nightblitz did a really good job here, picking up 2 kills, Pascucci's medal for killing 2 artillery pieces, and doing a fair amount of combined damage with the spotting. So overall, a good game. And if you like this video, consider giving it a like and subscribing if you haven't. Thank you very much for watching.